Hey guys, Gamer Gregor here, and I thought today I might just give you a quick little game room tour. I don't really have too much, but and the way I've rigged some stuff up is a little questionable. But I do have a bit of stuff, and I've seen people do these kind of things. So I thought I might as well show you what I've got. So, anyways, start you out here. Sorry, the video's kind of shaky. I wasn't sure how to really do this with a tripod or anything like that. So let's start down at the bottom here. Sorry, it's kind of dark. Start off with PlayStation 2 stuff here. I hate those stickers on the ends. I'll have to take care of that. More PlayStation 2. Sorry, I need to steady my camera. More PlayStation 2. And then we hop up to, I kind of had to do this weird way. There is more PlayStation 2, but the way I have the shelves all stacked, it didn't work quite right to do it all in order like that. I'll probably shuffle it around at some point, because they're all on pegs and can move wherever they want. Here's PlayStation 3. A little more PlayStation 3. Then we move over back into more PlayStation 2 up here. And once we get down to the end here, now we're seeing some Wii. Then we go up a shelf, and we've got more Wii. I have one GameCube, one lone GameCube game there. Xbox, tiny little bit of PSP, PlayStation and PlayStation 1 and a little bit of PC stuff, or old pre-OS 10 Mac stuff actually, but most people would know it as PC stuff. Then we got my little tiny cartridge collection up here. And then we got a couple spare consoles. Some of these work, some of them are just for parts. Xbox for parts. The GameCube is for parts. That works. The PlayStation 1, I don't really have any use for it. The PlayStation 2 up here works, but kind of. But it doesn't read PlayStation 2 games. It reads, I think the DVD playing part of it's broken. So it reads Blue Bottom, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1. And then there's a Model 2 Genesis up there, which I assume works, but I don't have the AV cables to really test it out yet. Because I'm probably going to swap what I do have set up around with it, because it's a little bit smaller. And then in working N64 there, just a backup, I guess. I originally got it for the power adapters, actually. Now we move to my actual setup here, and we've got a couple home-built speakers up there with a little antenna in between. I still need to build a subwoofer, actually, so I get that full, you know. Then over here we have an Xbox, an original Xbox. And down here we've got a GameCube. Over here is a NES. And these all are working and hooked up to the TV. I'll show you how the hookups work in a second here. And then we've got a PlayStation 2 up there. And an old Model 1 Genesis down here. And my main Nintendo 64 there. And then we got an AV switcher, kind of ghetto-ly taped to the top of this tube TV, but I wasn't really sure how to do it. And this one switches the TVs. So here, I'll show you that in a second. And then I've got my old tube. Sorry, kind of getting my CD collection in the corner over there in the picture. And then my kind of newer, it's small, but it looks pretty good. And then I got a composite switch down here for whenever I get more composite inputs. Right now the only thing plugged into it is the Xbox, actually. And then we got my PlayStation 3. And we've got my big receiver. So that's fun. Let's just fire up the PlayStation 2 right here to show you kind of how this whole thing works. Or actually, I'll fire up the PlayStation 2 and I'll fire up the Nintendo 64. Turn on the TVs. Turn on the receiver. And right now I've got the GameCube input going to the TVs. So I'm going to switch to the PlayStation 2. And I guess I had a wrestling DVD in there. But you can get oh, sorry. But you can kind of see the point, anyways, of how that works. And then I switch back over here. You know, depending on the game and how I want to do it. And this is hooked up. TV 1's through video 1, TV 2's through video 2, and the audio comes out. Okay. And then let's switch back to TV 1 because it seems to film a little better. And then I can go over here and switch over to N64. And most of my consoles are hooked up that way, so it's really kind of nice and convenient. So that's that. I know it's not much. I don't have a whole bunch of stuff for my game room or anything, but what I do have, I think it works pretty well. So, anyways, that's kind of my little game room setup. Oh, and I have just there's my drawer of crap, as I like to call it, and that's all kinds of little odds and ends. So there's that too. That really needs to be organized. And one little more thing down here is just a couple little more odds and ends kind of thing. And this has 6 drawers, so that seems to accommodate everything nicely. Oh, and I got this little plug-and-play Atari thing, which was cool. I'll talk a little bit more about that in my pickups video next week, because I just got that recently. So, anyways, that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed my meager little game room video. Then I got my Wii plugged into the big TV, because it's kind of the party system, I guess you could say. So there's that too. So it's not with the rest of my stuff. And in here I've got my pre-OS X Macintosh. So everything's kind of a mess involving that, but that's all that.